What's up, traders? A lot of volatility today, a lot of plays, a lot of movement. Let's see what panned out for us. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and recap today. I'm going to be brief. Okay, let's start. We always want to start with the Dow and the index so we can see what's going on. Here's the Dow on a daily. Okay, remember this box I told you. Below this box, we're bullish. And I'm bearish, until we break the box. We ain't bullish until we do that. Couple good things going on the Dow. Okay, one, it's working its way back through the box. Two, we got a moving average cross with the small MA, the 8 that I have here, crossing the 20. Okay, that's a good sign. We still don't have a flat 20 that's about to curl up yet, but this is a good sign. Okay, so we'll see. We'll just kind of let the market tell us what it's going to do. We're not going to predict. We're just going to read the chart and play the chart. Okay. The Spiders Index. Let's look at this one. It's going to look very similar. Okay. Same thing. It's just working its way back into the box. As we can see, where's my cursor? There it is, as we can see. And so we did get a cross here, and we got the same MA still pointing down. It's going to have to. It's going to take a little bit of time, but the good news is it is making the move. Okay. That's the good part. Okay, the first stock that we're going to look at is TOPS. Okay, Tops. I traded this one twice today. So let's go see why. Let's go look at what was going on. So here we go, April 7th, as we well know. Tops. Okay, so here was the pre-market chart. So I'm kind of switching some things up. I'm going to show you what I see pre-market, just the pre-market chart. This is over here on the right in the blue. Okay, and here's what we were looking at. Okay. I'm looking for the first two areas. Where would you buy this stock at? Okay, considering the price action at the open. Here is where the stock is going to open up here in the 40s. Okay, the first area that I see that I'll buy is this huge candle here. Okay, at I don't know what time this is, probably 6 o'clock. I'll buy this at 33.5. Okay, the second area that I'll buy, you see these wicks that go. At first, I was looking at this area 29 here. But then I like this wick that came here, and I like the fact that things came and consolidated here at 28. So I put the second order at 28.5. Okay, so the first buy area for me for Tops is right here at 33.5. The second is at 28. Let's see what happened. Okay, so here we go. Now let's back trade it. First candle comes all the way down to my buy area. Okay, and here it is. It came back to 35, so I got in at 33.5. It came to 35.5. It could not get any higher. I kept waiting to see if it would break it, but it was showing me that it couldn't break 35. So what I did, because it could not break 35, is I put a limit order in at 35, like 2 or something like that, in hopes that it would keep going. It didn't, and that was a good decision because look, it came back. It gave everything up in this next candle. Well, really in this candle, and then some. Okay, and it came all the way down here, and then it bounced again, and then it came all the way down. So that was the first trade. That trade was roughly a 5, maybe 7% trade. I think it was close to 7, because these numbers are so small. It's a little different. Now, the second time I traded it is right here. Remember I said 28, but I always go up a little bit, knowing that if I see a trade I want, I'll go up a little higher in price, knowing that it might come through my number, but long as it don't go real deep past it, right? I put an order in at 28.5. That was the perfect play. It came down to 28.5. Boom. Okay, and look at this. It just grinded and it worked back. I got out at 28.5. I got out at 30. Oh yeah, I got out at 35. 305. Okay, 0.305, which was just all I needed was 0.05 more, 0.005 more. For a full 10%, but I got out basically. This was end up being like a 7% trade as well. So my total on today, the good thing is I ended up plus around 4. We'll just say between 12 and 14%. I have to do the actual numbers, but I just kind of can gauge it in my head because I've been doing this for a while. All right, so that was the start of my day. I was very happy with that. Now, other plays that were there. I'm just going to go over these a little bit quicker. Didn't play these, but I should have. Okay, what I did not. I'm gonna tell you why I didn't play this stock. First of all, where's the first buy? Well, it's clear as day right here at the gap. but that's why I didn't take it. I was kind of concerned with a stock gapping pre-market, and this is not the first time I've seen this. I'm starting to get used to this now, but this is actually abnormal. When I say I got hundreds of charts, I've only seen about 4 of them have a gap in them pre-market. Okay, and so this is why it kind of throws me off. However, my first buy was here, my second buy was here. Okay, so let's go look at what happens. Look at this. It pulls it pulls back into this a little deeper of a pullback, but my first buy gets pulled back into. Okay, you would have had to suffer a little bit, but it bounced pretty quick. So I think this came down to like 10.70 or something. So you would have been down 30 cents a share, but on a stock that's $10, you wouldn't even down 5% at that point. Look, it pulls back in and it gets as high as like 11.80. So you would have basically had, we'll just call it from 11.10. You would have had basically about a 7% trade. So I would have took that. I would have walked. That's great. That's great. Those are great numbers. Okay. Then you let it play, and look what it does. Boom, perfectly into our 1050 number and bounces from 1050 to 11. Say this is a 5% play, right? So the point is you could have got 5 or 6% off of both of these. The plays were there. It was exactly what I was looking for. It was in my pre-market plan. I just didn't play it because I just felt weird about the gap. Like I said, I got hundreds of charts. Like when I say hundreds, I think I'm in a 700 count now of these charts, and there's nothing. There's only gaps on 4 of them. Literally, I actually know exactly which 4 because it never happens. All right, next one. It's actually AKER. I need to take out that S. Okay, this was continuing from yesterday. Where are you going to buy this at? Well, again, here's another gap. Okay, and it pivoted right off of the gap. So there was only one place for me to get this, which was at 475. Unfortunately, it did not set up. Okay, it didn't set up. Life goes on. I just move on. Either you trigger and you do what I'm looking for, or you don't. And if you don't, man, I ain't gonna lose no sleep. I'm just gonna play my plan. That's it. Okay. Next one, DPW. Now this one was bubbling. Okay, this had some good action today. Here was the only, to me, considering everything that I see on the chart, I could have forced a play here, but I'm not into that. Okay. The biggest candle is this right here at 95. So that would have been where I wanted. The first buy was at 95. It never came. Okay. It came to the MA and then it bounced and then it did what it did for the day. There was another opportunity to play this. It's something else that I'm tracking. I ain't really playing it yet. I'm just tracking it. I'm looking for the next 30 plays of it so I can track it and see what the data tells me to let me know if I should play this play. But whenever I see big volume early, I'm willing to buy that candle. Okay, and the big volume early is off of this candle. Okay, but you got to dig down into the 5-minute to really see where it started. And when I did that, that number was at 148, and you can see it came back into this area. It's danced here for a while, and then it bounced from here. So it's something that might be lucrative, but I have to track it. I'm not going to start playing that yet. This was one that popped up. This is just a runner. Okay, popped up on my list later, and I just like to look at them and see where they run. So again, I always look at the biggest volume candle. Prior to this one, the biggest volume candle was right here. So I had a line there. Okay, it's 2 lines actually. This is where it starts, but the boom, like if you go into the 5-minute candle, you'll see that the real volume was at this candle here in the 5-minute. You would have to see this in the 5. See this on the 5 to understand what I'm saying, but it really bounced right here. But look, uniquely, it came back into this area, danced a little bit, and from 189 here, if you would have got this at 189, basically 190, you need 20 cents, and it basically did it here, and it was in the early, it was in about 8% here. Okay, so essentially, anyway, back to what I was saying. So these are opportunities. This is like 8-9% right here. This one for sure, depending on how it did it, is for sure 10% or more. So we are basically sticking. We're sticking to the script. We're sticking to the script, man. I don't need to reinvent the wheel. I know what works for me. I know what I do. I'm damn good at it. I'm like the in and out. Told you I'm like the in and out. Okay, and then just for record keeping sake, just so you guys know, because like, you know, one of the things you should do if you want to really be good at this is you should keep getting track of your data. Okay, I'm gonna show you something because I track this stuff week to week, month to month. Okay, so yeah, I was talking about the data. Sorry, I had to pull it up. So I had to pause it to get everything situated. But let me just show you because I track my data, and this is why I know, you know, when and where I should be playing. But look at this, okay? I started tracking when I really found myself, really like what I wanted to do as a day trader. I'm talking about day trading right now. I do other things, okay? There's options, there's my long-term stuff, my whole, but I'm talking about as a day trader, when I really just kind of honed in on what I like to do, which is dip buying, you know, buying things that drop. Look at this. I started tracking this on February 24th, and it's actually more data than this. This is just when I actually started tracking this exact deal. I can take the data all the way back to last August. Okay, August 2019, and anyhow, the whole point is this. Look at this. Overall, I think I'm off like by one number, but 64 and 16, that's 80%. Okay, the first buy attempts when I'm looking to buy something at the first attempt where it shows me in the pre-market, 46 and 15 and a 75% win rate, and then the second buy attempt is that's my favorite one. I love it when it goes like tops today was a second buy attempt with the second one. I knew that one was going to win. I just had to sit tight. 18 and 2 with a 90% win rate. Overall, look at this, 80%. Those are great numbers. Huge volume. That's something that I'm tracking. I haven't been playing this. I'm tracking it, and I'm going to see what it looks like after it gets 30 plays. And then and at 30 plays, if the numbers look good, then I'm going to start using that as well. But until then, we can wait. We ain't in no hurry because we can see I'm still winning doing these other things. Anyhow, I just want you guys to see that it's important that you track your data. You see that I got this slide. Everything when I show you this, the charts, those are my PowerPoints, except for when I show you the Dow and SPY. But I do those on PowerPoint. I screenshot everything. I got Excel spreadsheets, man. I take this to heart because